Welcome. I'm Clive Vanel, New York State Assembly member for the 33rd Assembly District in Queens. And today I'm here to announce that the New York State Assembly passed the Marijuana Regulation and Taxation Act. The Assembly has consistently fought for economic, social, and criminal justice for all New Yorkers. Legalizing marijuana for adult use is another step towards tackling inequity and seeking restorative justice. Underprivileged and over-policed communities have felt the negative consequence on the war on drugs for far too long, and young people. Many of them, people of color, have suffered the stigma of conviction, with some imprisoned for years on marijuana charges, ruining lives and destroying futures. The Assembly's legislation legalizes adult use marijuana for the use for 21-year-olds and older and provides a framework for its production and sale, joining 14 other states, 2 U.S. territories, and the District of Columbia, and our plan advances social and economic equity. It also expands the medical cannabis program, allowing for registered organizations to expand their dispensaries with a focus on expanding in underserved and unserved areas, as well as expanding patient access and allowing a broader range of product types. Our legislation will also bring much-needed revenue to our state that will help fund education, community reinvestment, drug treatment and public education, and training for law enforcement. To protect our health and well-being, New Yorkers must also comply with the Clean Indoor Air Act while consuming adult-use cannabis. This means that people will be prohibited from smoking inside public places and regulated outdoor locations, the same places where smoking tobacco is prohibited. Adult use cannabis will be regulated within a new office, the Office of Cannabis Management. The bill has also been carefully crafted to ensure that entrepreneurs in the communities impacted previously by drug laws will be able to access application process help and business management training, and to help ensure that the legal marketplace isn't controlled by just a few large corporations. And past marijuana possession convictions for those who possess 3 ounces or less will be automatically expunged. As we worked on this legislation, safety in our communities was always a top priority. This bill ensures that the safety measures are in place, particularly on roads. Drivers and passengers will be prohibited from smoking or consuming marijuana in cars. The penalties for driving while impaired by drugs will apply equally to those impaired by marijuana. The legislation also requires a scientific study by an appropriate academic institution to consider methods and new technologies for determining cannabis impairment. So fair and effective penalties for driving while having your abilities impaired can be administered. The fact is that there are a myriad of benefits to the legislation of adult use cannabis, including the expansion of opportunities for farmers, medical help for veterans suffering from PTSD and other service-related injuries, and removing the stigma from criminal consequences that can be detrimental for a lifetime. The Assembly's comprehensive adult use marijuana legislation plan takes a smart, compassionate approach to this issue and further cements New York State as a progressive leader. The New York State Assembly is committed to making smart investments and creating a better economic future for our state. Thank you.